I'm gonna try to net one of these Vespoids. And by net, I mean kill the Vespoid. And then cut it up so I can get some Vespoid parts. Jagras, don't make me. You can go ahead and be inquisitive all you want. You know what? You've made me angry. And now you're all dead. I have no qualms in killing the small monsters because they tend to pester me. I do have qualms with killing the bigger ones, though. Especially one that we're going to find later that many people love it. I also do love it, too. It's another one that if there was a plushie of it, I would gladly get it. Oh, there's Ivy up here. Where's the Ivy? There's Doodles here, too. It's a little hard for monsters to come this way, but I think they might be able to squeeze up here. Oh, they certainly can. Oh, we're here. I forgot this was a spot that you can pop up at.
That takes care of the mission. We can use the map to go home whenever you're ready.
But I'm not ready yet, if you haven't figured that out. I think there might be sleep herb here. Oh wait, there's sleep herb underneath us. Oh, there's the Ivy. There we go. Okay, and then there's sleep herb down here, I believe. I went too far down. Let's just climb back up here. Oh wait, I remember where the sleep herb is. Should be around here somewhere. Here we go. Just over here. Again, we want the sleep herb because... Oh, god bug. Nice. So that we can craft a few more trank bombs. I do apologize if this part is a little bit boring. Oh, that's a lot of water. Sometimes forget just how much of something is around here. Or all the little details. I've never really cared for that. Never really noticed the water there, but... Alas, it's here. But yeah. I actually don't really know what point I was going on before this. Oh, nice. Flash bugs. You use that for flash pods, and that's essentially the equivalent of the flash bugs swarms that we've been finding every now and then. Very, very useful. Oh, I've maxed out my potions. Let's see here. Do I have what it takes to craft mega potions? Well, what's in our item pouch? I don't have any honey. Oh, I just passed by some too. Nah, no. Let's get on with the Grimylkynes. I've made this little expedition long enough. I don't need to get sidetracked again. Let's do what we came here to do and get out of here. Alright, so the Grimylkynes are this way. Go ahead and capture the Omen Fly. There's another form of these, but it only appears when it's raining. Which we won't be able to find that right now. We'll be able to find a few different resources here. There's something here. Looks like some flower bed. Get research points from this. Each of these flower beds can drop up to 3 different items. There's the common one, uncommon, and then rare, as I've dubbed it. There's a moss swine. Oh, There's our Grimylkyne friend. Ooh, sweet honey. I need that. Hello, moss swine. We're not gonna capture you today. We're not gonna kill you today. It's going on the chase. There we go. Oh! Nice! Oh, that's a god bug. Whoops, I mistook that for something else. Where did it go? Oh. Right down here. Get back here. Yes, get back here. Take Dragon Strike Nut. Come up here, take the Mandrago, which that in itself is very useful for crafting certain items later on. Bug Trapper Doodles. So, the reason why it's now changed is because this faction is actually known as the Bug Trapper. And, well, I won't show you what they got. Oh, there's a camp here too.
The head honchos.
Okay, good. I thought I was about to fall. Alright, where is this Bug Trapper? Whee! Did I leave him behind? Is he just standing there? Yes, he is. Which means I have to go back over. And now jump back over. We climb these vines fast.
We can use the map to go home whenever
Handler,
you're ready.
I am in the middle of something here. Ooh, caught a cobalt flutterfly. I saw something else. Forest geckos. Nice. Just gonna get sidetracked while we let him climb up there. Hey, I just want to bring you home and show all my friends just how many forest geckos I can catch. I had a bet with them. I didn't. But it'd be cool if I did. And up here is where the bug trappers call home. Very safe and secluded from any monster. It would take a lot for any monster to try to hunt this down. Alright, we've caught them. Now they are ready to hear us out. Yes, I want to become a member of the bug trappers. Yes. I can't tell if whenever he says Meowster, it's Master or Hunter. Because they do... it might be Master, I guess. Oh, and... so there's a couple of things that happens when you find tribes of Grimylkynes. One, which you saw there, is... they'll give you an item that you can use. Oh, I ran out of space for it. Well, we can drop off the scale. I need that honey. One being that they'll give you an item. Two is now you can find occasional packs of tribes of these in the forest or anywhere around, and they will join your expedition. And three, well, with a little more, well, there's a couple more things that happens when you level up with them a little bit more. For the sake of future example, I'm not going to say what the really nice thing about them is once you start leveling up a lot. What I will say is that with each area they will teach you how to communicate with the different wildlife. So for the ancient forest here, they'll teach your cat how to talk to jagresses, and they can recruit them as tail raiders. I'm just gonna keep saying riders because I've been saying it this entire time. But they will recruit them as tail riders for your cause, and you can use them as essentially an extra fighting companion. Down we go. I think I need those. Yep, Emerald Hopper. Or Emperor Hopper. gonna... This isn't where I wanted to go. Oh, I'll take the honey. I could use it to craft some mega potions when I get back to the base. Do I have another one of these? I don't. Let's quickly cut through here. I need the ivy. Thunderbug I'll take. And there's... let's see if I can't find it. I know I said I was going to end the episode, but there is one other thing I'd like to do before I leave, and that's see if I can't catch the forest protects. I don't know how that's pronounced. Glass nut, flower fern, or flow fern, not flower fern. Latchberries, max out latchberries. Get the flash pods. Oh, it should be down here. It's just a woodland. There one more over here. Yeah, there's another flash bug over here. Oh, that's going to mean I have to drop another item. I don't mind having to drop another item. Flash bugs are always very, very useful. And if you have a chance, definitely pick them up over an item such as a mushroom.
That takes care of the mission. We can use the map to go home whenever you're ready.
I'm sorry, Mosswine. I just essentially just went to its food, picked it up, said, I actually don't want this, tossed on the ground. He's going, oh, come on, man. I was going to eat that. It's just rude. But yes, handler, we will go ahead. No, I don't want to hunt that down.
Your wildlife map keeps track of where you are and where the scout flies are taking you. You can also use it to keep tabs on monsters.
Yes, I do that quite a bit. So, currently we have an Anjanath down here and a Jagras here. Nope. Alright.
You can fast travel back to camp simply by selecting it from the wildlife map.
Alright, so that completes that little bit of investigation. I am gladly going to take all of these. And we should have a few extra for capturing the Kulu. I'm going to take all of them. And as you can see, the tail rider that we had with us when we approached the bones also picked up some bones for us. In addition, our Palico, also picked up some. We got research on Anjanath, Great Jagras research, Kulu research, it's the largest one we fought. Upgrade our Palico level all the way to level 5. Our Vigor Wasp spray, a little bit better. And our unity with the bug trappers, now a little more. So in order to unlock the ability for our Palico to talk to the Jagras, we have to go talk to him whenever we go out for a mission. Or just leave us there. Okay, good. Thank you.
I have something special just for you.
Oh, that's nice. Yes. Mega potions. I'm already familiar with that. So we'll go ahead and talk with them. Thank you. A new food item has been added because of our completing the critical bounty. Sometimes you can get sometimes they'll give you an extra food item. Food items I'll go a little more detail into with the next episode. Wyvern tail. Rebuild the ancient camp. Gather 3 honey. Gathered 7 mushrooms. Gathered 5 honey 5 times. And 3. Captured a large monster. Found 6 bone piles. And we have some limited time bounties. So what limited time bounties are, it's the bounties that are available for limited time, but they give you special rewards for them. I mean, a lot of good rewards. So this one here is hunt just 3 bird wyvern. Currently we only have Kulu to hunt down as a bird wyvern. I think it might actually be one of the only ones. There might be one. I think there's one other. Then we have question mark with advanced armor spheres. I know, I got a feeling I kind of know at what point in the game this is probably going to be referring to. And Got some hard armor spheres, and I'm pretty sure I know what that one's referring to. And then to complete all the bounties, you get well, from this one, you get some research points and armor spheres. This one you get advanced armor spheres, which is the level 3 version of an armor sphere, 500 points and a silver Wyverian print. And you get a silver Wyverian print 5 hard armor spheres, which is the best armor sphere you can get in the game. And it's worth 700 points. So the advanced will give you the equivalent of 20 armor spheres, and the hard armor sphere will give you the equivalent of 80 armor spheres. So, as you can imagine, later on in the game, as you're upgrading your equipment more and more and crafting new equipment, it's going to take more armor spheres in order to upgrade it. So that's where these guys come in. And then to complete all of them, you get 550 research points, a gold Wyverian print, and a golden egg. Sometimes from these you can get silver or steel eggs. All you can do with them is just sell them. That's it. Nothing special there. But the prints are used in melting down for specific monster items. Silvers tend to be used for monster plates, and golds are used for monster gems, which I'm not going to spoil that far into the game. I kind of just spoiled a little bit, but we won't be, essentially, if we got them now, assuming the game just said, all right, you have limited bounties that you could get right now, we wouldn't be able to use them right now. So each of the, I should also mention, each of these has a different color coding to them, as you can see. Red tends to be for anything that involves hunting or capturing monsters. Green is field research, and blue is related to missions or quests. So here I can tell that this one, well, based on the fact that it says it, this is a hunt. This is a mission where you have to hunt down a certain amount of creatures. This one, I imagine this is probably a specific monster. I don't know whether you have to capture it or hunt it down. I just know that you do have to do one of the two. Very likely going to be a specific monster, since this one is a group of monsters, so the bird wyverns. And for example, this one could be, say, a jaggers. It's probably not, but that's just an example. And this one's in blue, so that means you likely have to complete X amount of missions in a certain area. The way these tend to go, you have 3 of these, 4 of these, and 5 of these. So you have 5 missions you have to complete, 4 of something you have to hunt, and 3 of a group of monsters to hunt. You don't have to hunt one of each different type of these. You just have to hunt down anything that says bird wyvern in them. Let's quickly go ahead and get our bounties. The best thing to do with these is you look how much points and armor spheres they give you, and then select that. So right now, it doesn't really matter too much, because they're all only going to give 1. Which one? The mushrooms I'm going to likely encounter a little bit more. And do I do insects or flora? Well, we're going to definitely do flora, because I'll encounter that a lot more. Does this? No. We want to keep that one. That gives 2 armor spheres and 100 points. Completing deliveries. Sometimes you get the option to complete a delivery for setting up camps and certain quests that your not fellow players, but the NPCs around Astera will give you, might result in you having to deliver items, which requires you to go out, find that specific item, and bring it back. Sometimes you might have it, like in this case, we happen to have enough to set up one of the Ancient Forest camps. Here we don't. I don't have any large monster bones or Anjanath pelts. To get large monster bones, you have to hunt down large monsters, obviously. And to get the Anjanath pelt, we have to hunt down an Anjanath, and I'm not ready to do that. This one is just mega potions. We already have this. And this was right from provisions manager, and you can see who asks for each of the items in the clients section. And now for the good part of this. Investigations. Investigations are smaller types of missions. You don't necessarily have to do them, but they give you. But for doing each of them, they give you certain rewards. There are many factors that come for an investigation, such as your star level, what you're killing, how many of them are you killing, or capturing, or hunting, how many times you can fail the mission, or when time expires, the locale of it, some of the conditions, such as in this one it's Hunter rank 2 or higher, max players of 2. Sometimes it might be, say, Hunter rank 5, Hunter rank 12, Hunter rank, I don't know, 500. There's not one for 500, but just an example. And you can have a max of 2 to 4 players on this. I think you can also have 1. Faint conditions, I've seen it as low as 1 and as high as 5 before, which is a crazy amount. Then you have your money, which can vary. Sometimes you might have a quest that gives you lower amount of money. Others might give you more. Your time limit ranges between 50 minutes, 30 minutes, and 15 minutes. Obviously, if you're not good at hunting something down, you want to stick more to the 50 minutes. And otherwise, if you're really good at hunting a creature down or multiple creatures, go for the 15-minute ones. You're a little bit less restricted. You can have anywhere from 1 to 5 different rewards, and they all come with bronze, silver, or gold in terms of your chances of getting a rare drop from them. Any of the small monsters such as Jagras or Vespoids, Kestodons, or some of the other things that you'll encounter out there will always be bronze with those, but they will tend to give you a little bit more than what you'll typically see from others. So the difference between these two is this one gives you an extra reward slot, however, it gives you less reward money than this, and you have a limit on players and faint conditions with this one. For me personally, I'm a little more interested in higher Zenny quests. Oh, I also forgot to mention, it'll also give you some locale information and the amount of attempts you're allowed. So you can try this one a total of 5 times. You can try both these a total of 5 times. I'm going to go ahead and take this one and just delete this right off the map. This one is for Great Jagras and a Kulu. You get a faint limit of 5 times. You get 1 bronze and 1 silver reward, 4,500 Zenny, 50-minute time limit, and 8 attempts to do this with Flourishing of Mushrooms. We're going to go ahead and take this one too. Great Jagras, a little bit less Zenny. You don't have as many faint conditions and weaker on players. However, you do get 3 silvers. We're going to compare it to the other Great Jagrases in this list. This one only gives you 2, but it gives you a slightly better Zenny reward. Currently, this one is still the one to beat. When it comes to bigger monsters, I tend to go more with rewards. These guys here, I tend to go more with Zenny. Sometimes I go with rewards on them. This one has 1 gold. Has the same amount of Zenny. You can only attempt it 3 times. You have a Flourishing of Gathering Points. And you only have 30 minutes. However, it gets you 1 gold resource. So I'm going to delete this one. This one's currently the guy to beat. And let's see here. So this one offers a high amount of reward. And none of these are going to make the list. And does this Great Jagras meet it? It has a decrease in time, increase in Zenny, and you get 1 less item from it. However, you attempt it more times. Oh no, these both still have minutes. This one is essentially you get a little extra Zenny instead. I am actually going to go ahead and take this one, because Zenny, like I just mentioned, a bit of a it catches my eye a little more. It would have been, yes, I probably should have kept it for the gold one, but seeing as how I'm not going to actually hunt down that many great jagresses, I'm not going to bother with it. Oh, Poogie, almost forgot. Where did you go, Poogie? Poogie? Oh, there you are. No, that's not Poogie. That's the back of someone. Yes, the fivers, we know how to get the job done. Hey, Poogie, how you doing? Let's pet you. Can we do it? Yes, Poogie now loves us, so whenever he jumps up in the air and you see just a flourishing of hearts, you can pick up Poogie. And I happen to... whenever he bounces up, set him down. He will sniff out a spot. And if he smells something, he will dig for it. And he will give you an item. Such a good Poogie. I'm going to pet you one more time. Because I'm very friendly to you. He's just so in love. I love you too, little buddy. You can go wander and do whatever you want. Oh, I guess he's just going to follow me around. Ah, Poogie. You're so nice. Alrighty, so we can go ahead and talk. Hey, there's the Linian researchers that we found out in the field. Yep. Don't worry, I already found the bug trappers. So we got a little bit of update with the Ancient Great Jaguars and Kulu. Go ahead and read the Kulu stats here. An odd bird wyverian that has developed limbs capable of carrying weapons. It has been spotted stealing eggs from the nests found in the ancient forest and the Wildspire Waste. The Wildspire Waste, aka being its natural home, so it really shouldn't be in the ancient forest, but of course Zora Magnaros is here and it's kind of messing everything up. Kulu can use small boulders to shield itself or smash against its enemies. It can also use eggs and pots, if depending on the terrain that it digs the thing from. Force it to drop whatever it's holding by using your slinger. You can also frightening it by luring one of its natural enemies. It has a lot of enemies. Philosophy. Oh, only its head. Oh, its head is breakable and its limbs are breakable. We've only broken the head, so that's the only reason why we really know that. Elements, it has 2 on all elements, fire, thunder, ice, and dragon, with the exception of water being 3, and ailments, it's all 2s across the board. One of the weakest monsters in the game. One of the weakest large monsters in the game. It drops, and when you get it to a certain point, like for the Great Jaguars is the case here, you can see what materials that it drops. When you get it upgraded a little more, we can figure out just how often they are going to drop by a star level. So whenever it'll drop for instance, the Great Jaguars will drop its claws. If you break his head, it drops his mane. His chest breaks its chest will drop his hide. His forelimbs will give you his claws. The carves that you can get, and the rewards that you can get for just capturing him, or any other rewards. So you break Kulu's head, you get his beak. You break his forelimbs, you get a plume. Not quite sure what a plume is. Here we have Vespoids, insects that paralyze their target with their long stingers. They easily break, so attack them with poison. Or slinger ammo if you want to carve them, or your net. They drop Vespoid Shell, Vespoid Wing, and Monster Fluid, and you can use those to them to craft Vespoid Armor. Hold on a minute, just go up the list. We'll take a look at the Anjanath a little bit later. So here we have the Forest Gecko, and I think and the Emperor Hopper. In aquatic life, we have the pink Paraxis, the wetfish, the gastronome tuna, and the sushi fish. There are a bunch more aquatic life. There's a lot more aquatic life we can find here. Cobalt butterfly, giant bigger wasp, which are adorable and my favorite endemic life in this entire game, and bigger wasp. I decided one day to populate a room, because you can release monsters into your room. And all I did was wherever I could, I released a giant bigger wasp. So I just had a bunch of them flying around the place. I love giant bigger wasps. Fiverr bro. And this guy's going to give us probably a delivery quest. Yep. Oh, this is the... Oh no, we have to kill a moss swine. What kind of monster are... just kidding. And before we log off for the day, actually, I'm going to pull open the map. We have to speak to the commander. We'll speak to him later. I know what he's going to assign us, and we'll speak to him later. Yes, it's a friend from the 5th. We'll go ahead and check out the new armor that we can craft. The Vespoid armor and the Kulu armor. Here's what our Vespoid definitely looks a little cooler on a male character, but I might windproof. That's not really useful. Paralysis resistance. Don't really want. Honey Hunter, on the other hand, that's something I could use for just for the little bit. So yeah, that looks a little bit nicer, and it definitely covers a lot more than our current. And then we have the Kulu. I gotta say, I really like this armor too. I've barely seen any of the female armor. I know on a male it looks alright, so what do we get here? We get fire resistance. Oh, I forgot to talk about skills. So skills, they give you certain benefits. And each of these benefits there's a lot of them in the game. They vary. So for instance, Stamina Surge speeds up the stamina recovery, and they have different levels, so for each different ability set that you have, if you have a level 1, it can increase by 10%, 2 by 20, 3 by 30. Pro Transporter allows you to increases the movement speed while transporting items and decrease the likelihood of you dropping them. So we won't actually get to see that in use anytime soon, but there will be some quests where we do have to transport some stuff around. So we will be seeing them. Item Prolonger extends the duration of some items. I don't really use items that often. Critical Eye increases affinity. That might also be another one to get. I don't really like bagging this though. Personally, when I go for this, I go for what it is at the time, what's aesthetically pleasing to me. If I'm going to do this, I have to go the whole armor set. So, as cool as as the face may look, I'm not going to do it. So, pressing triangle will put an item on a wish. You can put items on a wish list. Wish lists essentially are just lists that you can use to. Whenever you get the monster parts, it'll let you know. And whenever you get all the parts that you need to craft a item or a armor, weapon, etc., etc., it'll notify you when you're able to craft it. Okay, so forge me a Palico armor. Kulu for Palico armor, I don't like it at all. So currently, this is the strongest weapon we can. Oh, never mind. The Jag Hammer, which is a minigun that can't shoot, and exclusively for bunking. Now we can't upgrade our gun lance right now, but I know we can upgrade our insect glaive to the Kulu blade. However, we need to hunt down Kulu a little bit more, which I will, of course, be doing at a later time. I know there's one you can do with we're going to go ahead and craft ourselves a bone gun lance, because I think there's one I can use with this. Gunlands too. Ah, Great Jaggers, that's right. No, I do not wish to equip now. I can upgrade to the Jaggers Gunlance, which I am going to do. And it's going to give me essentially a better Gunlance than what we got. At least I think it's a little bit better than what we get. Yeah, it is better than what we've got. I happen to know the entire Gunlance tree almost completely off the back of my hand. Every other tree I don't know. Oh, we have first. Oh, it's a Kulu. Okay, nice. I'll probably be upgrading that at some point. Our lance can go to Iron Lance too, and it also has a Kulu variant. So I guess we do have to hunt down ourselves some Kulus a little bit more frequently. You go for Chain Blitz, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just going to quickly upgrade a bunch of our weapons right now. Has low deviation. I don't think I can get a second mod with this. No, I can't. I can get it once I get here, and I know what I require to get there. Bone I can't do anything with. I know what those two are, though. Those are going to be fun to get. I think that's... Oh, yeah, I already checked this one out. So, let's go ahead and upgrade our Castodon guards. Actually, I take that back. Start with a helmet for the moment. Go ahead and upgrade the leather helmet. And go with the Castodon guards. Later on, I will have to put together certain items or certain armors, but it's if you're a really good hunter and really skilled with your weapon, it does depend on what weapon you use, but you could use just about any armor set in the game and not die. If you're really good with your weapon. If you're not, well, then you kind of need the armor to back it up. Early on, armor is a bit of an important thing, as it's going to keep you alive a lot longer. When you get onto later monsters and later areas, armor, while it can be important if you have trained with your weapon for a lot and are very knowledgeable when it comes to it, you should be fine with your weapon. I can't do anything there. And, oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot to check the Chain Blitz. Or the Iron Assault. Which also has a great Jaggers upgrade, but I can't get it because I don't have the ability to get it. I don't even have the Zenny to upgrade. Wow. I'm broke. Alright. That's going to do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody. Actually, we're going to go out to a nice secluded area to do our outro. So hopefully, in due time, we'll be able to get some people to join us, and make this adventure a little more fun and a lot more inclusive. But for now, it's just going to be me on my own. I won't progress with any storyline and without it at least being on camera or stream, but I will be going ahead and hunting down some monsters. And of course I'll have the signal flare up if we happen to hunt down anything bigger than what we're normally, such as, say, I get a group together and we go after the Andronath. Oh, hi, Pookie. Instead of, say, a Kulu or a Jagras, then I'll go ahead and just I'll mention it in the next episode, show what you can use to craft with it, and then pretend that we never hunted it until we actually go hunt one down for ourselves. But that's going to be all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button if you really enjoyed. Don't forget to share this video or any of my other videos to anybody who you think will enjoy my content. Next time, we'll be speaking to the commander and seeing just what he has got in store for us. But till then, take it easy, ladies and gentlemen.